Alright guys, so it looks like Dicaprio cheese token is still going sideways. We did made a nice push to the upside, or that rounding in bottom that I mentioned in my previous video, as we went up, but we didn't quite held this range and continue much higher. Instead, we came back down quite rapidly here, and then we kind of still going sideways from here. Now this move here is all because of, as well as Bitcoin. As soon as BTC ultimately decided to head down, then it really dragged a cheese token, quite substantially actually. So if you were in a trade, then you would have lost anywhere, or you'd be minus anywhere between like 53% or even more, depending upon the entry or whether you've been hodling. That doesn't really matter at all. But we're just talking specifically now, where do we reckon that cheese token could head over the next coming days? And as we can see from zooming out on the chart, it looks like we are still finding this ranging motion right there. So that means either we break above from our current price and we head at least back into that area, that will put us on a really good safe zone for this meme token in order for us to continue our way back to the upside. If that was to happen, you could be looking at anywhere between 145% move to the upside, or if you were just doing your intraday trading, then yeah guys, that'd be a nice move to the upside. So perhaps you might want to look for an entry around a bit here, which I'll show you in a second. Otherwise, if you're hodling, then you're just adding more to your bags no matter what happens, and eventually once we do see that break to the upside, then you see a nice bit of profit there, which means you can always take out your profit and reinvest back in. That way you can accumulate more bags of the cheers token. Those are two options when it comes down to crypto in general, but all in all, I would say we're still consolidating here, which is quite healthy to see. We haven't seen any major downwards movements yet, so as long as we're here, I can see us eventually pushing way back up to the top. But right now we are forming this like little rounding top, which normally indicates it is quite bearish. But if we do hold this level here and we break up even higher from here, that would be even better. In fact, why don't I just drag this down a little bit? So we just need to see whether we do break up above the this blue line here, then that will put us in a more of a confidence within this token that we continue our way back to the upside. However, if we do break to the downside and we break down below this other blue line over here, then that will, at least for the short term, tells us that we expect to go much further down from here. How much further down? Well, the first area will be over here, of course, at the bottom of this larger rectangle box. But if we do fall even further below here, we could be coming back down to retest the area which we've first broken up from, and that would be quite a seismic move to the downside. In fact, if I bring out the measuring tool, just measure it from here all the way back to the bottom there, that would be an additional 97% move to the downside, which it won't be great, at least for the short term, but it'd be absolutely amazing for hodlers, where you want to add a lot more to your bags in order for you to be able to see a much bigger move percentage to the upside. So right now it's been a bit boring. We're just going sideways for now until we see the breakout from here. You'll see me make another video on cheers tokens. So until then, 3, 2, 1. Until then, why don't we just end the video there, because it's quite boring in a minute. And if you haven't done so already, guys, do me a favor, give me a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to be updated with all my latest videos. And if you haven't done so already, you may subscribe to me over here, or if you haven't checked out these videos, you can go check them out, and I'll see you all